Hey everyone, today is Wednesday, the 24th of August. Last night I ran my Star Wars game for my buddies. They are a pair of Mandalorians, a scout and a soldier, primarily. And so one focuses on stealth, the other one focuses on being able to take a lot of damage, essentially, or being able to avoid taking a lot of damage due to his heavy armor, or propensity for armor. Anyways. Last night they were sent out to scout an Imperial mine on the homeworld of Mandalore. As of this time period, it's right after a little period of time after the Clone Wars have ended. Mandalore has been taken by the Imperials, and they have started strip mining the Beskar, or Mandalorian iron, that they used to use to make their armor out of. They've been strip mining that material out of the world. They've been using the local Mandalorians as slaves, and the Mandalorian protectors that were once 212 strong during the Clone Wars got devastated down to 2, and they've started a new organization of Mandalorian protectors, but they're mostly just pulling from elite police force members. So my buddies are 2 of these elite police forcers. So they're working with the Mandalorian protectors to become Mandalorian protectors. They don't have access to the classical Mandalorian armor because that was taken from them by the Suprema that was installed by the Emperor on Mandalore to run the whole slaving strip mining operation. So last night they went to investigate a mine that the Empire was running. And, you know, it's not a perfect setup. I had to make some flaws, I suppose. But after observing the place pretty much overnight, they watched a couple of shift changes, they watched a couple of incidents happen, they reported back to base, then they proceeded to invade through a dug hole that found one of the mine shafts. So they invaded through one of the mine shafts, obliterated the Imperials there. But this leads to several plot hooks. One, they know that the Mandalorian iron, Beskar, was being mined there. But what's this other gray material that they found while they were at the mine? Also, 8 of the slaves that were being used to harvest the materials out of the mine, they were taken away during the period of time where my buddies were watching the mine, observing the patterns and stuff. They were taken away. Now, they found information that says that was by order of the Suprema. So what's that all about? Also, now that this mining operation has effectively been halted, but the Mandalorians aren't going to keep it, they just took all the Beskar they could get their hands on, how is the Empire going to react to this? Are they going to, hunt them down, orbital bombardment on their town? What am I going to have? What's going to happen? So I've got these ideas floating around, and also on top of that is the fact that the Mandalorian protectors had to be sent off-world to get enough money and supplies to send home to fund the guerrilla operations going up against the Empire. So we're looking at easily 4 plot hooks. Now, eventually, my friends are going to be going off-world to do the mercenary-style work that Mandalorians have been known for, but I have these other 3 plot hooks that I need to resolve before they leave. Now, I'm thinking that probably the Empire will do either an orbital bombardment or they'll send a massive force down the road to take their town. In which case, I can split things, say, okay, you're gonna escort the civvies leaving the town, or you're gonna stay behind and set traps and stuff like that. So, I'm not entirely sure how I want to run that. The mineral, I already know what it is. I knew what it was as soon as I put it in the game, and I'm not going to say it here because my gamers may watch these. However, I'm trying to figure out how to handle that. It might just be an informational dead end, as it were. So, I don't know. And then with the slaves going to the Suprema, or leaving by order of the Suprema, I know why, or at least I know the reason. I've invented why, and it kind of fits with the Suprema's character that I've read about. But again, I don't know entirely how to handle that within the context of the game. Again, it might be another informational dead end. So, I'm coming up with ideas. And by the way, I invented this entire situation on the fly last night. So, I mean, at one point I even had to backpedal and say, no, actually, I didn't mean to say that. Or, that can't happen, it happens years later. So, whoops. Yeah. So anyways, that's pretty much how the game is going so far. Next week we're going to be seeing some either Imperial Retribution or the development of the other plot hooks. So, we'll see how that goes. Until next time. Where's my remote? There it is.